I'm so sorry. I couldn't figure out the timer countdown thing, but it's just that time of the day.
Yes. It's not the easiest thing with all of the stuff you can do on StreamYard either, especially if you're not used to doing it.
And everyone's internet is looking a little iffy too this morning.
Oh no. Hi, Jacqueline.
Good morning, Jacqueline. Morning.
I need to know how early it is for everybody. Is everyone here the 5 a.m. or is everyone here a little bit later because of time zones?
I am 5 a.m. I think Heather was, hers might be different. Lisa says it's 5 a.m. here and I'm trying to decide what to do with myself. Jacqueline says it is 9 a.m. there.
Yeah, same for me. Daylight savings hit last night, so we're now 4 hours ahead instead of 5. Heather's very far ahead.
Says it's 10 a.m. in Germany. Heather says it's 5 p.m. Sunday.
All the way in the future. Get caffeinated.
Yes.
Get the coffee.
Yes. Heather, hey.
That's okay.
You're fine.
My internet is having a hissy fit.
Always when you need to do something.
Yeah.
As always.
Okay.
So, yeah, no.
Kate
being in Western Australia, it's like afternoon.
Kiko says it's 10 a.m. there. So, guys, what are we working on today?
I am doing the 100k Q4 challenge that Kate Kavanagh started, as opposed to doing NaNoWriMo in November. And I am working on a first draft of a YA fantasy titled Project Grey, which is very loosely based on the story of Lady Jane Grey, the 9-Day Queen from British history, but with fantasy involved. We're doing okay with that so far. I'm currently on chapter 31. So I'm completely out of order, but that's how it goes.
Oh, that's right. You pick things out of a hat, don't you?
Yes. All my chapters are in my box.
That sounded really bizarre. But
And I just stick it out.
And I was like, what?
It helps. If it's outlined correctly, it's fine. The one issue I sometimes have is I'll add stuff to later chapters that I won't have in previous chapters. If it's outlined correctly, it's not a massive issue. But yeah, the third chapter I wrote for this story was the climax.
If it works for your writing process, more power. Like, you do you. If it helps.
Got called a psychopath for it yesterday. That was fun.
Yeah. What am I working on? I was going to say note cards. I am writing my note scene cards for a Vampire Y Choose that I will be starting in November, and for my pen name, I'm taking part in the rough draft that Sarah Cannon over at Heart Breathings is doing, as well as 30 Days Down Under writing, because a bunch of us in Western Australia have gone, we're not doing NaNoWriMo, we're going to do our own thing. But I'm also enjoying a little cake that we bought because I sent off my Sapphic Hazing Stephanie Reed Imagining with Welsh mythology to my proofreader, so it is ready to be like.
Let's go.
That's
Okay,
good.
we're frozen. I'm just gonna be reading. I'm boring. Okay, I'm gonna be reading Pretty Little Liars. I gotta finish it. That's just what I
Is
do.
that what you do? You write as well, Alice?
Yes, I do write.
Do a bit of writing?
Yeah. I do post some writer vlogs sometimes, but I've just been in the mood to read more this month, so that's just how it goes. I'm a mood writer.
No, just.
Yeah.
Oh no. I think you're
I'm
back.
back.
What did you say, Heather?
No, my question was, what genre do you write?
Oh,
The
I'm
genre
sorry.
you like to write.
I write historical romance, and then I also am dabbling in some horror right now. When I was writing, it was horror, is what I was dabbling in.
Like 100% like disturbing gore, horror, or something more pulled back thriller type.
Yeah. Lisa says she's been up all night, worked some over the night, trying to decide if I should sleep or push through the next 31 hours. I call for sleep. I think that would be best.
Go to sleep.
Don't push through 31 hours.
And Jacqueline said still drafting her cozy fantasy. And Kate says I've been writing for all my other whips so far, so I really need to focus on Project Bite for today. Go, go. And Jacqueline just said I joined the. I am so sorry, my pronunciation is really bad. Stygian?
It's run, I believe, by Holly Rhiannon.
I have not heard of this.
I have not either.
Discord to do their alternate NaNoWriMo challenge. That sounds interesting.
There's a lot of alternative NaNoWriMo challenges that have popped up over the last few weeks.
Yeah.
She said it is Holly Ryan. Lisa said, "Sorry, okay, fine. I will sleep for this stream and then wake up and see where we are at. May or may not abandon the writing goal after that and just read." I feel you, Lisa. I feel you.
Yes.
It's okay. Reading is also filling your well and being creative. So it's okay.
Yes.
Okay, do we want to start a sprint? No. I didn't even do intros. I am so sorry. I'm so new at this. I am so sorry.
That's okay, don't worry. Do not
Sarah, if you want to go
worry.
ahead.
Hello everyone, I am Sarah Cahill. I write and occasionally post videos here on YouTube. ADHD is my superpower and procrastination is my default setting. I do YA fantasy and sometimes stream.
My name's Heather Salter-Purves. Over on my Hearth side, I am a queer fantasy author where I am documenting my reading, writing, and life journeys. I have just sent off a Sapphic Hazem Symphony Welsh mythology book to my proofreader, which is effectively a love letter to my wife, who popped in earlier, and I'm basically dark, macabre fantasy stuff and making sure that everyone along the rainbow spectrum, including allies, gets some fun exploration of fantasy.
Love the sound of that.
Okay. That does sound awesome. And then I'm just Alice Reads. I sometimes do booktube content, which is the majority of it. And I do some writer vlogs. So if you like chaos like that, you can check me out. And Lisa said, also the initial point of the writing goal was not intended to cause unhealthy, well, I think unhealth, and staying up for 2 nights in a row for probably a bad idea. All right, good night.
Yes.
See you in a few hours. Okay.
Yes.
Night, Lisa. Get some sleep.
It's also okay to reassess your goals and realign them.
Yeah. I know writers sometimes tend to focus more on the goal and getting everything done rather than taking care of themselves in the process.
Yes. Like I wrote myself, if I can find it, I had a long list of things I wanted to do during the Storytellers Hearth. And then I went, you know what? I have priorities such as vlog the event, edit my book, make filming plans, write 3 short stories, write out my scene cards. I have vlogged it, edited my book, and now I'm doing my scene cards. Prioritizing.
See, I went into this going, I'm going to vlog. And I started vlogging, but the kids are home and it got loud and I stopped vlogging. So, and I was like, okay, well then I'm not really going to vlog much, I suppose. But that's what happens sometimes.
Well, it doesn't mean the vlog will see the light of day, because I might start editing and be like, don't like it, and just put it on the back burner and just be like, bye-bye. But
you ticked off the list regardless, yeah.
Yes, the intentions were there, and the short stories were like, if I get there, if I feel like it. But I'm just like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. I set a TBR for this month to read, and it was just 10 books. Usually I can read that, and I haven't read a single one of them.
Yes, don't know.
Yeah.
My TBR video is coming out tomorrow, where I had a spinner wheel, and I've gone 5 books. Looking at one that technically doesn't release till the 31st. And I'm like, I'm not going to get that read. I just need to have it done by the 17th of November, which is when the official launch event is. And it's a 650-page book.
Ooh. That's a long
But I
one.
do have audio books for some of the others, so that's okay.
Oh, that's right then.
Yeah, I even tried to get some of my books that I had on the TBR on audio with Libby, and I still just didn't. That is
Did
so
you read
sad.
other things?
Yeah, because I guess it was just a slump kind of thing, so I just picked up this. And I didn't think I was going to actually read it, but I'm almost halfway done, so I guess it was just a mood read kind of month then.
That's fine.
Yeah. Happens.
Yeah. It was sad because I had this whole video plan with TBR video and trying out a new challenge, and then like I didn't pick up a book, so I was like, I can't post that because I can't say that, hey, I just didn't do this. So
you know what? We can try again next month.
We'll try again.
right.
We can try again.
So I was thinking like 2 30 minutes and a 45-minute. Does that sound good?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right. So I'm gonna try the share screen thing. We on this together, okay?
Yeah. You can do this.
Screen. I like it that it lets you like share a tab. Like you don't have to share your whole screen because I'm kind of using one monitor. So
Oh yeah, that's certainly helpful. That it specifies which tab it is that you want, rather than having everything and everyone just being like, "What tabs have they got open at the top?"
well, it's gonna do that anyway. I think because I think I can change it to window.
Can you separate that tab so it's on its own rather than the entire window itself?
Also, make sure you like the stream and follow the hosts.
Pretty please. Is
And
that
stay
better or is
hydrated.
it worse?
And yes, hydrate.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
You got this.
Oh, that's a pretty timer. Is that Laura's?
Yes. And,
Yes,
and
it is.
follow Laura. She's wonderful.
Laura,
My camera.
we'll see Laura in the next stream as well.
Yeah. I was gonna say I was on her
Yeah,
stream with
I'm in there too. Okay, you ready? I'm sorry, I don't know how to get rid of the white, but it's okay because it gives props to Laura, so we're good. Unless that's too busy for some reason.
I don't know if hitting the YouTube to full screen is gonna.
It shouldn't. Yeah. Click the full stream.
Trim out.
Yep, that one.
Yeah, but I'll do that like when I press the mute button and stuff because it will take up my whole screen. I already tested it earlier. Okay. All right, guys. I'm about to mute and start it because once I start it, it's going to take up the whole screen.
Yeah.
See y'all in 45.
Bye.
It's too smooth.
Sorry, I almost read a whole nother sprint. I was like, oh no.
Back to back 45 minutes. Love it.
Let's see. So how did y'all do?
I got distracted by children. So if you hear them in the background, I do apologise. And I managed to get a new cup of tea and I think about 700 words for chapter 31. So we're doing okay.
That's really good.
I also was summoned for mummy duty to go help with Little Dragon.
I love that nickname.
Oh, we're both mad like fantasy people. And the other thing is she's a test tube baby. No, she's a cauldron baby. She's also a little redhead and is like given indigestion, so it just all like aligned. But I did my scene cards.
Yay!
I am about to start chapter 4, scene 3. So each of my chapters has approximately 3 scenes in it.
Ooh.
I'm also making myself notes of things I need to think about because I thought I had done all my world building and character development. So far, I don't know what my main female character's family's surname is, and I don't know what to call a group of vampires.
I ADHD too far to the sun and made some sort of series Bible that helps me keep track of all of those things as well, because I get so bored with following an outline. My brain likes to either fill in gaps and add stuff that I didn't ever intend to add first, and then nothing makes sense, subplots everywhere, things work one way in one chapter and then another way in another chapter because I had a shiny bright new idea about how it worked. So I've tried to figure out a system where to try and keep track of everything I add, everything that I have, to sort of help make everything consistent throughout the entire thing.
Also, I've been invited to a like spicy, it's called Wild Out West, and it's like romance author event in May next year. So the intention is to have this ready to go. So I'm trying to see if I get it all in together and get this, like, this is the most like world building, plotting, prepping I've done to see if it actually does help the process, or if I go get halfway through and go, I'm bored now, and just give up on the project.
Yeah, that's my brain.
But I also do have a document that literally says Project Massacre Questions. And it's like, where does vampirism come from? Can they walk in the sun? Do they like garlic?
The important questions.
I looked up what they call a group of vampires because you've like asked it, and then I'm like, it says coven. It says a coven is what you call a group of vampires.
Yeah, but every time I hear the word coven, I think witch.
Yeah, I know. So
that's right. I asked a friend, and she went a clotting, a letting, like a, was it a spray, a vein? I was like, yep. So all the blood related things.
Yeah.
I was like, no, thank you.
And Jacqueline said she got 480 words, and she said a cup of tea sounds nice. That does sound nice. And then Kate said, whoops, when I bent over, did absolutely nothing on Project Bites, but I did fix a scene in chapter 100 of Project Oak. That was bugging me. Something awful.
Productivity.
At least you're productive. And J.K. Lambo asked us, what are we working on? I'm just reading. I got one chapter done. That's Sprint of Pretty Little Liars.
Scene cards.
Was Pretty Little Liars always a book before the TV show, or is it a book based on the TV show?
It was a book before.
It was a book first.
Yeah.
I'm never sure nowadays.
No, it was a book first. And I think the author is like the relief English teacher in season 1, who's Mrs. Shepherd, and she's writing on the board.
Yeah.
Ah.
I don't know if you can see it. My camera's kind of off. Sarah Shepherd, I think that's what her name is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched the show. Did I watch all of the show, or did I watch some of the show?
But it goes off the rails.
It does. So I can't quite remember if I watched it to completion or if I stopped because it got too weird.
It went like, it was going fine and then totally left field. I'm like,
Same thing happened with Riverdale though. The first couple of seasons of Riverdale were great, and then I don't know.
Didn't that hit in like season 3? It kind of messed up with that.
Season, like Riverdale goes batshit.
Bonkers.
Use my language. Sorry.
It was seriously like, what could we possibly put in this to keep it interesting?
So at least like Pretty Little Lies makes sense throughout. It's not like we're going to randomly have one of our characters become a witch for 2 episodes and then never again. We're going to have some like supernatural D&D happening, and look, let's just forget that.
I feel like it went very. This is the sort of thing that would happen in the comics. Like you'd have this sort of world and this, and it didn't translate. It could have translated well. It did not translate well to TV. But yeah, Pretty Little Liars, I think, stayed in the same vein, but everything was just a lot rather than didn't match how it was originally. You guys gonna be loud now, yeah? No, we're not.
And then I put a question up while we were streaming. I meant to do it before, but I forgot. How much progress did you make during the relay so far?
I started at 20,620 words, and I'm currently at 24,777. So where I wanted to do a 10K weekend, I've now got to do most of my work today. But about 4,000 words so far.
That's good.
That's good.
I did good. I've got majority of my list done. If I just get my note cards done by the end of this stream, or at least halfway through, I'll be happy. Because it's also like 6 p.m. Sunday night my time. So like my weekend's coming to a close.
Yeah, my plan is to finish this book, which I'm like 140 pages away, so I could probably do it.
That's good. And what are you going to read next?
See, I probably need to take care of my Libby stuff, so Anyway, The Wind Blows by Rainbow Rowell is probably going to be the next one, because I'm almost done with that. It's the 3rd book in her Simon Snow series.
Is that the Carry On?
Yep,
With the
Carry On.
thing?
I didn't like the
back
second
into
book.
reading.
We're not going to talk about the second book. I wasn't a fan. And Hazelnut answered the question. She said, I should be almost done with the Atlas 6 here soon. That is on my TBR.
How are you enjoying that book? because I have read that book and I'm not quite sure whether I actually liked it or didn't like it, which is a weird thing to say, but I read it while I was on holiday and I got through it quite quickly. So because I got through it quite quickly, I was like, oh, I must have liked the book because I got through it quite quickly. But I haven't been able to get into the second book in the series. So now I don't know whether I actually liked the first book or not.
Was it the story or the writing you're struggling with at the moment?
I feel like it's the style of writing. I feel that's what I'm struggling with the second book. But I honestly can't figure out whether that was an issue for me when I read the first book, or whether it was because I was on holiday and had nothing else to do but read this book, and that's why I managed to get through it and think I liked it. I can't quite figure it out.
I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on it. Like, a lot of people say the first book was great, and then the second or third book just kind of fell flat. I heard that, but I haven't experienced it.
I've read this Atlas 6 and the Paradox or the Complex.
Complex is the third one, I think.
I read the second one in the Atlas 6. Just see if I can see the third one on my shelf. Yes, the Atlas Paradox is the second one.
Yeah.
And I found it okay, but I did enjoy her One for My Enemies, which is like witches, like Romeo and Juliet, Baba Yaga situation, a bit more. So I don't know if it's... I think it's also more because there's more stakes in the other one, and the magic doesn't seem as ex machina. So I think what someone else was saying is that there doesn't seem to be like parameters in the Atlas 6 magic.
Yeah, it never feels like there is.
But it also really, like, I do find some of the characters really interesting. But then it got picked up by traditional publishing, so I don't know if that also kind of shook it out a bit, because they might not have been able to go as far with certain characters as they wanted to.
Yeah, they had to sort of pull them back to make them more
commercial. So that's the thing, is
for the wider readers. Yeah.
So I don't know if it's because that it got picked up by a traditional publisher, which I love Tour.com as a publisher. I like quite a lot that they come out with, but I don't know if it is that they've had to rein in what they wanted to do with it, because there was quite a lot in there that I was like, oh, I'd be interested to see where this character and how they use their ability. Because one of them, she's telepathic, but she's like, she does it very much in her like sexuality and stuff, and uses it as a
love her and her ability. Yeah,
she was such an interesting character, but I feel like she kind of got like short-sheeted a bit in the second book,
which is a shame. That like, I understand why publishers would feel the need to do so, because obviously they want to make it accessible and for as wide a range of an audience as they can. But it's also like, you don't know that keeping it the way the author intended is going to go down in any such a bad way.
Right, because you never know what their character development they did for a certain scene or a certain scenario.
Yeah.
Would transition into, if you cut that scene out, you might lose context.
Yeah. And then you get the readers who enjoyed the first book will obviously go and then buy the second book. But it feels like, but if they're disappointed and if they notice anything different, they've already bought the second book, so it's fine. But we want to make it so the average reader will then also then go and buy the second book and then the third book.
Yeah, keep them coming back for more.
Yeah.
Which also kind of bothers me with the Fifth Wing as well, because Rebecca Yarros has actually said that she only ever really was going to write a trilogy for that, but now she's contracted for a 5-book series.
Yeah, so she's going to have to stretch her plot past what she wanted.
So, which is
And
why I
it's
think
gonna
she's faltered a bit in the second book. But also,
Yeah,
I felt that was, so the thing is, it got picked up in gangbusters and everything, and then it was like, okay, now that's a big series, and you're like, well, hang on a second, that's not where I wanted to go. It's not what I wanted to do.
Yeah, so she's had to, because I've never read the books, but I'm assuming what she's then had to do if it's the 5 books, take stuff out of book 2, add stuff in to fill in the gaps that she's had to take out, and then stretch through books 3, 4, and 5, because they want it to be big and popular. They want Sarah J. Maas and her massive.
Yeah.
They want her books to be those books, but it's the dragon book, isn't it? Honestly,
yes, the dragon book.
It is, yeah. They want it to be that, and they're so concerned with getting the books out, making it that popular, and it sounds very money grabbing. Yeah. They're not overly concerned about the quality because they feel like the fans will be there regardless.
Yeah.
And then those who have never read it before won't know that there's an issue going into it like original readers would have.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
It is. And then J.K. Lambo answered the question. She said, not much progress made with Project Sugar and Spice, Bakery Rivals to Lovers Whip during the relay, which was my goal. So I focused on catching up with replying to comments on my Ko-fi newsletter. Still productive. I think that's still productive.
You're still productive. This is why I do good, better, best goals, because I used to get super annoyed and upset with myself if I did not hit the insane goal I would come up for myself to do. I always do good, better, best. So 3,000 is my good, better is 5,000, my best is 10,000.
Yeah.
So I don't feel I need to force myself to push for 10,000 if I'm not feeling it. 3,000 is still one of my goals.
Yeah.
And if I hit that, I hit that. If I hit higher than that, it's still great.
Yeah.
But productivity is all that counts with the Storytellers Hearth, writing or otherwise.
And reading your book?
Yes, yeah. I feel it's more community.
Yeah.
And chatting and supporting rather than
getting
fighting and doing the most that you can do.
Jacqueline said, by the end of the weekend, I should have done a couple of chapters. That's good.
Yay!
Fantastic.
I've got a child writing a book behind me.
Oh, lovely. What's their book going to be about?
What's your book going to be about? Pokemon. It's a book about Pokemon.
Bulbasaur's the best. And then Cyndaquil.
And then Cyndaquil. I like Bulbasaur. He likes both of them.
Good. I approve.
I'm sorry, I don't know much about Pokemon, but I know it will be fabulous.
Yeah. I've got another child who likes writing books as well. Passing the torch.
Yay!
Do we want to jump into another sprint?
Yes, sounds good.
All right. There is the second question to think over during the sprint. It's can you tell me a little bit about your current whip? That'll be the question during the sprint. And let me see. Different theme title.
I love all of the timers that all of the community makes. They're all so pretty.
Yeah, I was gonna try to get one from. Let's see.
Yes. JK, you should get some sleep and then come back refreshed. Because apparently you're going to go.
Yes, that is very important to get the nappies in. Okay.
I think
Sleep
one of the
is
reasons the Storytellers Hearth stopped doing overnight streams was because people were so determined to stay up the entire time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's
I was one of those people.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Like, we have the breaks for that reason as well. Please don't do that. I say that having done a 24-hour write-a-thon myself. But let's self-care, people, please.
But
Get
also,
some food, get some drinks, stretch, fix your posture.
Your midnighty time's perfect for me in Australia.
That is also true, actually, yeah.
Which is
That
fine,
is true.
you know, because Jess and Sam said they always struggled also to fill those like sprints. It's like I can do them, but it's also they started to feel bad that they were always seeming to ask the same people to do them.
Which I understand,
Yeah.
because obviously those streams in the middle of the night aren't going to get as much views and participation as the streams during the day because of how many time zones are the American for the community versus everywhere else in the world. So I do understand.
Yeah.
But also, like, it was a worldwide write-a-thon for that specific reason as well.
Yeah.
To be able to fill everything and have someone always there. But no, I completely get what they mean.
Oh, yeah.
You just have people like night owls like me. I stay up majority of the night just doing anything. So I like to sit in on those streams.
Maybe next year we'll do like a special sleepover stream.
Pajama party one.
Pajama party stream for Europe and beyond.
Yeah.
As well.
Look
Just
at
like a little one-off.
I know, I just found this. I've never.
That's cute. Oh, the dawdling writer. Yeah, it's got some cute ones as well.
Yeah, I got it off Hex Libraries thing. Playlist of timers. I'm glad Jess had this on there. All right. Okay, we'll see you guys after the sprinty sprint.
See you after this, Minty.
Bye.
love the end for that.
Turn it down, Molly.
Make sure that's not too loud, please, Kay.
That is extremely loud.
Thank you, honey.
Right. How did everybody do?
I did good. Well done.
Oh wow, it's like a whole stack. It's good.
I'm just into chapter 8 of 22.
It's good.
Getting along. I'm like 16 words away from 25,000. That's
You should
annoying.
just bang them out.
I'm just going to bang them out, yes, because that's going to annoy me now that I'm so close. I finished chapter 31, and I'm now writing day 7, which is part of a set of prequel chapters, which sort of detail the main character's 9 days as queen before she's overthrown. And I spent more time on Pinterest trying to get an idea for the scenery and the atmosphere than I did actually physically writing. Came to no decisions on what I want the scenery to look like, and now I'm just winging it.
Have you watched, is it My Lady Jane?
I have not.
Because that's about her.
Yeah, I want to. I think it's one of the shows that had their first season and then got cancelled.
Of course it did.
So I'm wary of watching it because I don't want it to end in a place where I know the story hasn't actually ended.
I've never noticed that.
And then get disappointed that I won't get more. But it is on my list because I know that also does contain fantasy elements in it as well.
I was going to say there's magic of some description. I think shape-shifting.
Yeah, shape-shifting into animals, animorph style, I think. But yeah, it is on my list. I'm just a little bit wary watching it, liking it, and then like, I just don't get any more of it now.
Was any consolation? I actually wrote that round.
Yay!
I just got the fill-in and I wrote 126 words. It's sounding like a horror, so we're just exploring it right now.
That's good.
And we had Laura come in that story.
Hi.
And
Can I ask a really stupid question? Is the Gilded Age in America, in the way the society works, very similar to Victorian era? Because they're the same time period. Because I was like, if I was doing it as Victorian, I'm like, I can do that. I know how Victorian. I've consumed enough media to do that. But then I was like, it's going to be set in America, so I don't know if I have to how to navigate that.
No, it says they have some similarities, but no.
I did borrow the Gilded Ages season 1 from the library for what? As research, but I was like, can I get away with just vibes with my Vampire White shoes? Because I had Google, but I'm confused.
Same time period.
Yeah.
The Gilded Age was characterized by capitalism, and the Victorian era was marked. So the Victorian era was marked by great poverty alongside wealth. And the Gilded Age was a time of economic growth and industrial activity, but wealth was not evenly shared.
Yeah. Okay. So I can.
So I think it's more, the Victorian era is more known for everyone was really, really poor, except for like the really, really rich people.
Yeah.
But the Gilded Age is seen as more, the economy was growing.
Yeah.
but didn't
Okay, so-
focus on the poverty part of it.
So I can sort of deal with the vibes of my thing. Because the idea is that the vampires are attacking the family because a debt has come due.
Yes,
So it would work.
I think that would work. Yeah.
In terms of they want the daughter. You know, that's okay. I just was like, I know Victorian era, like I've consumed enough media of that, but I'm like, American that time, I'm like, I don't know. So I thought I'd ask. Because I also don't write a lot of historical stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, my vibes are Gilded Age, vampires, a massacre.
I think the Gilded Age was coined by Mark Twain, wasn't it?
Okay.
The Gilded Age, A Tale of Today is a novel by Mark Twain and Charles Dunley. It's a satire, so that might... Researching that might give a little bit more insight into the Gilded Age as well.
Yeah, cool.
Sorry, I had no context, so I was not going to be able to help you. I tried to look it up. All I found was that they were not, like, they had similarities, but they're not the same.
That's all good. That's just without being like one of those. It's not going to be heavily reliant on like the time period, but just I think it's also because I'm self-publishing. I'm trying to be a bit also conscious about how I'm marketing it, if I'm marketing
Yeah.
and where I'm putting it. Because on SD and Shannon's thing, she was like, "How do you go with research?" And in my truth, I'm just like, it only has to be 40% accurate.
Yeah.
You know, because I write fantasy, and there is in my like Daffodil Queen, which is a sapphic one. I had in my head that my king of the kingdom rode around with a pike, and then threw it at my goddess. Now, I in my head had a pike being a spear the size of a javelin. So reasonably, you can throw a spear size from a javelin size spear from a horse. And then I Googled, can you throw a pike from a horse? Forgetting that a pike was also a fish.
You said pike. My first thought was fish, and then my second thought was, no, it's not going to be a fish. It's going to be a spear.
So I had images of people throwing fish. So my dad does wargaming, and he's into like medieval like wargaming stuff. So I go ask my dad. No, they're 20-foot long spears that you dig into the ground, and the other army runs at them and impales themselves. Like, great. So my king is not riding around with a pike. Can I throw an axe from a horse? Yes, you can. Okay. So now.
So I had asked the question, like, what was, like, what your current whip is, and J.K. Lambo said hers is about pastry chefs being petty AF when competing for customers on opposite sides of their small town while trying to deny their feelings for each other. That sounds so cute.
Just merge the bakeries. It's fine.
Yeah.
And then Anya said she just this moment, which was about 30 minutes ago, she said, I had a major breakthrough to solve a big plot problem. I feel so utterly exhausted, as if I had already written the whole thing and not just thought about it. Well, I'm so glad you got that major plot breakthrough.
Yay.
It's always fun when those come up.
And then Laura answered the question. She said, my current flash fiction is called...
The
Oh my gosh.
Anatomist.
Yes, my dyslexia just kicked in bad.
Look, I'm dyslexic too. I've just heard Laura talk about it. So I'm like, that's what that word says.
I can't even say it, so we're just going to go with what Heather said.
The
A man
Anatomist.
is getting dissected while alive by a man who he wishes was his lover. The dude needs to study muscles for medical purposes.
As you do.
It's historical and Korea before internal
Anatomy.
anatomy. I knew it, but it wouldn't come out.
Okay.
Was understood. Got you. That sounds
Creepy.
very scary. But also, I want to know more.
Mm.
Please.
It's very intriguing, yes.
Good. Anya said she hit 50K this morning.
Whoop, whoop.
Well done.
Yay!
50. Yay! You're over the hill now.
Oh, Laura answered the question again. And she said, my current novel whip is in the vein of a Goosebumps. 12-year-old comic drawing Jimmy must protect his family and neighborhood from the plant-obsessed old lady that moved in across the street. Before her homemade fertilizer gains a new child-sized ingredient, because she corrected it. That sounds really awesome. It sounds like it fits right in
Yeah.
to a Goosebumps kind of style.
Yeah.
Creepy.
See if there's any more answers. We got one more. Kate says, which one? Project Oak had been my main whip for years, and I'm within 10-ish chapters of finishing it finally when I started it. I estimated 40 to 50K. It's now 568K and climbing. It's a fanfic.
What fandoms are they, Kate?
500. That is a massive.
My mind has just been blown.
And I was sitting here going, I finished my novel at 75,000 words. I'm so proud of myself. Woo!
The length that
Kate's
some
over here
fanfics can
just-
get, though.
And Kate's over here rocking out and getting all the words in. Yes, please, Laura. Also, if you would like to post or even send me the link, I would appreciate it.
Yeah,
Got
Laura
reset.
said that cinema was big in the 1920s in America. And she said she'd send you a link. And she did. She sent it for you.
Thank
Yay.
you.
Oh, I missed Jacqueline's response to how she did. She said she got 210 words, got distracted by my daughter asking if she can bring Dave the cat over early. I'm cat sitting when they're away.
Dave
if
cat,
he's
I love
pretty.
that.
Only if he's pretty.
Only he's pretty. Man, Kate said she got 126 slow words on Project Light. The words are
So
word
words
pencil.
are still words.
They are. And sorry, I'm jumping around
Laura's up
comments. So.
That's all right.
Oh, we should probably, if we're going to do a third sprinty sprint, we need to start it soon.
Yes.
So
What's the Narnia one? Okay. Sorry.
Would
Okay.
anybody be against a 25-minute instead of a 30-minute?
Nope.
Because I was trying to get
Yeah, 20 minutes
chapters.
is good. It gets you over your 90 minutes.
There's no minimum sprint length.
Oh,
This stream.
that not this one.
Because 45, 35. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
we're
will
not.
get
They would have got over anyway.
We're not policing the sprint length.
Oh, she told us what.
Yeah.
It's a Narnia.
It was a massive trench coat.
It's honestly about 4 novels and a novella and a massive trench coat. The funny thing is that she just read that. I read it again.
I love that.
It's still early.
And it explains Ben Barnes as your avatar as well.
Ooh. I was trying to figure out why Ben Barnes was there and what he was from, like what that Ben Barnes was. I was like, because he's not the Darkling in that one.
No, he's not.
But yeah, let's jump into it.
What was that?
I was like, let's just get my glasses back on.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll read this one. Laura said the flash fiction was born from an exercise from the writing craft book, Writing in the Dark. I had to write a scene in 5 different flavors of horror, then combine them. Dread, horror, terror, shock, and disgust. Now I'm expanding it. My sister is my beta reader. She's so kind. That sounds awesome.
That does sound awesome.
Right. I think we're caught up on comments. I think. Oh, she answered. She said, "Hello. Yep, I haven't put my face on the interwebs yet."
Fair enough.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead. I want to go ahead and do the last sprinty sprint. Does it sound agreeable to everybody?
Yes. Sounds
Yeah.
wonderful.
All right. I'm getting better at the share screen thing. Okay. No, I'm gonna mute it because this one has sound. Here we go.
Great job, everybody.
Great job. Sorry, I got distracted.
Good job, everybody.
Right. I guess we can quickly do how did everybody do?
Manage. No, you go. I have math to do.
I got about 5 more chapters on my note cards done. So chapter 13 out of 22 written out.
That's good. I might finish this
halfway.
day. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, time's on.
337 words that time. Finish my sentence. So good.
I got 0 words. Went back to reading a little bit, so
Still got something done.
and then J.K. Lambo said that she will see us in the next stream during that sprint.
Yeah.
And Tyler S. came in.
Hello.
Hang in there, Tyler, because he's going to the next stream in a few minutes. And Jacqueline had something to eat before the next stream comes on. Yes.
That is a good idea.
And then Kate said she got 124 words that round. Chapter 4 of Project Fight continues with my protagonist telling off a vampire.
Yeah, you tell him.
Oh, I love that.
Love it. And congrats on finalizing your post, JK Lambo.
Yeah.
All right, do we want to do outros? Or is it too early? I think we're fine.
Okay.
Gives us an extra few minutes to
Oh no, I
get
was saying,
ready. What was that, Heather? I'm sorry.
I don't mind. I thought my internet was acting up. We got through the whole stream without a problem. And then it's so being...
Your internet new.
Yeah. Who's the next sprint? Who's hosting it?
That would be me.
Sarah?
If anyone's on the playlist, it should take you automatically to the next stream once this one ends. Do you have the playlist linked below, Alice?
Yes, it should be linked below. I added that
in
in.
case you are not in the playlist. Hello.
You have lunch.
Yes, you can have lunch.
What are you going to have for lunch? I'm going to have a burrito.
She'll have whatever she can find, I suppose.
After I get off this sprint, I'm going to go have some dinner because it's 8 p.m. my time.
Oh, yes, please go have the tinctures.
Yes, burrito
Kid
sound.
dinner, kid lunch.
Give me a minute and I'll help get the rest of your lunch together first, okay? Okay.
Sarah, you want to kick off the outros?
So,
Yes, I am Sarah. I am a YA fantasy
Sarah, do you want to
writer.
so you can go get ready for your sprint?
I'm good. Woo! Mummy, not Sarah. I don't want anybody else calling me mummy, thank you.
No, mommy. Sarah.
I have 4 kids, they will distract us all.
That's right.
See you shortly, Jacqueline.
Sarah, did you finish your outro? Or
I did.
Heather? Heather, I hope your internet's not messing up.
Oh no.
Oh, I think she's frozen again.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Oh, sorry. Hi.
Oh, she's back.
Okay.
I'm back. I'm sorry. The computer's like, you're done. You don't need to be on anymore. I do to be polite. So yeah. My name's Heather. I'm a queer fantasy author. On my channel, I talk about reading, writing, and life stuff. In the month of November, I am hosting weekly live streams that will run for about 5 hours. They are all in the
Oh no. I think you're back. I think.
Thank you for everyone joining us. My computer has decided it doesn't want to play games anymore.
So we're done. We're done.
All right, and I am Alice Reads. I usually do BookTube and AuthorTube content here on YouTube, and I will catch you guys in the next one because I am in there with Sarah. All right.
See you later, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.